Hey guys. Hello. And you over paper.old.new. Thanks for coming in and spending some time with me today. God bless you for being here. As you can see, I have mess out on my desk. We're doing another clean out, and I'm looking through my stickers because this drawer was getting ridiculous. And when I'm crafting, a lot of times I'll turn YouTube on my TV and I'll watch videos. Now, I can't comment on videos when they're on my TV, but I ran across a video from Natasha over at Treasure Books from like a year ago. And I'll try to link it in the description box in case you want to see her do it. But basically, she had a sticker organization system for her, like sticker sheets like this. And I thought it was great. And I started working on it last night. So basically, she had some cardstock divider things. I told you I have an abundance of file folders, right? So I basically took file folders and cut them up. I had to punch holes because they're going to go in a binder. But you see this? So you stick the sticker sheet down. So I can do this, and I can get stickers off of here. But you stick the sticker sheets down to these file folders, and then you put all of these file folders in a binder. And then you can separate them into categories. Like, as you can see, I've been doing autumn. So, like, I started with gnomes. Because I was going to put all of these in the autumn section and all of these in the Valentine section, or like a hearts love section, because I have these. But I saw that I have fall gnomes and I have Valentine gnomes, and I'm sure along the way I'll collect more gnomes. So I decided to make a gnome specific section. The only reason these aren't on here, we'll go into that later. I just want to show you what I'm doing. So I took my file folders, and I didn't have a 3-hole punch, so I had to took a piece of notebook paper and I drew the circles. Okay, and then I took one of my circle punches. I have a small circle punch that size, and I used a circle punch. So if you don't have like the hole punch, actually here he is. I used this circle punch. It's one of those ones you can get in one of those big kits of circle punches that comes with like everything from a little tiny one all the way up to a 1 or a 1.5 inch, 2 inch, something like that. Anyway, that's what I used to punch all my holes to get these ready for the binder. And then I just started sticking them down. Now I was using this to stick them down with. So I just take the sheets. Let's finish this one up. Let's go on there. Okay, so let's finish. Actually, this one is done. So I have these sheets, and they overlap because the sheets are too wide, but you just do the one side, and you can flip it up. So like that, and then this is 2 long ones, but that one flips up. Okay, so continuing along that vein, I have one here, the other side of this one. Now, I want to stick these down. These are from Dollar Tree. And when I stuck down a sheet of the gnomes, which are also from Dollar Tree, the fall gnomes, their kiss cut sometimes goes all the way through. So like these peel up. And sometimes you ever notice when you're doing Dollar Tree stickers, you go to try to peel it and the backing comes up with the sticker because the cut punched all the way through the paper. And when I tried to use this runner, it grabbed the loose spots that got cut all the way through and peeled them up. So I went downstairs and I got my double-sided tape because I hadn't brought it up yet. So basically what I'm going to do is for these ones where this might tear up the back, I'm just going to use double-sided tape. But all I'm going to do, this piece is kind of semi-not sticky anymore because it was the piece that was sitting down there forever. All I'm going to do is take a nice piece of tape and stick it on the back here, and then on the back at the bottom, just like you would for anything else. I mean, we all know how to use double-sided tape. I feel like I'm not necessarily telling you anything new there. And I'm going to put it here. Now, I will say this, my positioning of these, I am not going all the way over to this edge. And the reason for that is I'm staying inside. Can you see that? Let me pull it down here. Can you see that blip right there? I may cut all of these sheets off at that line and not use the tabs because all of the folders that I pulled to do this with have the center tab and then these two side tabs. So there's no way for me to use these tabs to tell me what stickers are on these sheets. What I'm probably going to do is cut the tab off or cut the whole line off and then attach something as a tab to let me know like where a section starts. So like the fall section or the, like that. So, and then for this one, because it's going to overlap, I can go right up to the holes, but it's going to overlap. So for this one, I'm going to stick the tape down the side. And I don't like to try and maneuver big, huge pieces of tape. So if I have to do this in 2 pieces, then I'll do it in 2 pieces. So like that, and then I'm just going to stick this one on here. I love this system. I was so glad to run across this video. I can't even tell you. Okay, and then I think this has 2 sheets in it, actually. Yep. And I wanted to put, this is all my pattern pumpkins, so I wanted to put all the pattern pumpkins on one page. And I'll probably tuck this one under and then this one over. And I will glue these. This is going to be a tricky one. Only because it has to lift up both down this way and over this way. So it would be like I would only be attaching it there. I don't guess that would matter. As long as it's attached well. I mean, I could attach it like that, and it would flip back. You're just trying to be able to access all of them on the sheet. So for this, I can use the runner. And it actually has pretty decent tack, so just stick them down like that, and then I can put that under there. And then for this one, I think I'll go across this corner. Like that. And that'll be plenty enough to hold it, because remember, it's going to go in a binder. Oops. I don't want to cover up the hole. I was overlapping the notebook hole. Okay, it's going to go in a binder, so I can flip this one back like this, and I can still access this sheet or this sheet. Okay, so that's that one, and the other side is done. So that's another one done. I think this one is this one done? This one's done. So I have 2 fall sheets so far. I love this system. And then what you do, what do I do with my binder? I had one. Hold on, guys. Here it is. So just a 3-ring binder. I mean, nothing fancy. And I'm just going to stick this in here like this. Okay, and then I close it up, and look at that. My stickers are all contained in here, and when I want stickers, I just open this up, and I flip through until I find the sheet that I need. I love this system. Now, I'm not going to put them all in here yet, because like I said, I'm going to probably cut some of these tabs off. I'm thinking just the tab, and on these I might not cut anything off, because I can attach tabs and stuff to this section or this section. And even there, I have some tabs downstairs I can use. I'm not going, and I haven't gone and bought anything. These are old binders left over from before my daughter started going to school and I was homeschooling. These were my organization lesson plan binders. So I just pulled them and now I'm using them for a different purpose. Tabs I have downstairs because, again, I was using them for tabbing the papers and I have leftovers. So I'm not going out and getting anything I don't already have. You can use like if you have cardstock from a scrapbook paper pad that you don't like, you looked at a pad and you said, I like, 75% of this, but this 25% I'm not real fond of. Take those sheets out, cut them down to fit in a binder, punch holes in them and use them as sticker sheets. And, whatever you've got, you can use for this project. And I love, like I said, and the other nice thing about this is this binder fits down in my drawer. It fits in this, and I can do 2 of them. 2 should fit in there because this is about halfway on the drawer. And then I could put another one on top in the other direction, and I'd have 2 sticker binders in my sticker drawer. And they still get to be put in, but they're nice and neatly organized. So, and I was going to show you, and I'm doing them by category. So I thought maybe I would show you a couple of the categories that I'm doing. And you could just get an idea of how this is going to go together. Here again, we've got gnomes. But these gnomes are the kind with the kiss cut. This was the one I tore, actually. I don't know if you can see it. You can't. I glued it down. Well, duh, it was in the glue stripe. And I had to repair it because it tore through to the sticker. So I couldn't very well stick the sticker down because then I wouldn't be able to use it. But, all right, so let's glue these ones or put these ones down. Now, the other thing is I have debated the merits of, like, for example, this sticker sheet is going to go all the way down. Of course, this is my gnome page, so it doesn't really matter. But this, I have all this space down here. And if I don't have any of those little sticker sheets, there's nothing wrong with making this misshapen and like cutting around between stickers and then having a half sheet down here. So you'd have a half sheet here and a half sheet here. So you could do that if you're looking for conserving room because you only have so much space. Okay, so this is my gnomes. And probably what I would do, just for my own personal, I would probably make this the page of gnomes, and I would put this up against the fall group, and then I would stack gnomes on top of here. Now, granted, I'm not going to be able to keep categories together like that for everything, but, you know. And I'm going to have to look back at my fall pages to see if I can fit this on one rather than starting a whole nother. I do have this, although that's not really. That one's coming up. That's not really enough to put in a book. And the other thing is, I mean, you can always like cut here and just make this a card of stickers, and however you want to, you know, look at doing the stickers that are on sheets that are partially used like that. So that's my gnomes. So we're going to set these guys aside. And the other thing I thought I would do is ornamental stickers. So this is anything that doesn't necessarily have a category of its own, but is like decorative. So I'm leery about these because they keep popping off, but I'm thinking if they're closed in a book and not constantly getting bumped, they'll do well. So we're probably going to take those out and do them. So these are all ornamental stickers. These are always too. I might not be able to trim this one, guys. Most of these long sheets I've been able to trim. Like I cut the end off and then I cut the other end off, but this one is even longer than that. So I might not be able to put these in here. Or if I do, they'll have to be tucked in or something. I have to figure something out for these. These might have to go in the drawer, but not on a thing. Okay, so the other thing this is allowing me to do is unpackage all the stickers that I haven't unpackaged and just threw in the drawer. This drawer was getting so unruly, I dreaded taking it out and looking for anything. I'm not even kidding. I hated taking it out and looking for things. So these are faux wax seals. So I'm going to just put these. These are definitely like ornamental. Okay, and then I have these swirly stickers. These are acetate. I've had these for a while. I actually had 2 sheets of these, but then I used a sheet on a master board. I didn't actually really like the way it turned out, so I kind of regret doing that. But in the same token, I mean, you have all these stickers, you want to use them. That one went up over the top. The other thing you can do, obviously, is if this is a problem, because these file folders just fit in the binder. If this is a big problem for you, you can always trim it like you would if it was stuck somewhere. Also, These are small enough to go sideways. And my dog's hair gets everywhere. I'm going to put this in here in the hopes that being in a binder and sitting, they won't get knocked off of the backing. Okay, and then we'll flip it over and we'll put these ones. I'm not going to make you guys sit and watch, like I can make you sit and watch me. Why aren't these coming off of here? I just realized I have a whole... These used to have a thing where you could rotate them. I'm wondering if it's because, you know what? I'm wondering if it's because that's 3-dimensional and it's not catching. So let's do this. Because I can't put pressure on it because of the bows on the other side. It doesn't work. Okay, so here and here. And of course, you know, your notebook sections can always be added to when you buy new stickers. You know, if you keep up with it relatively well, you should be able to keep all of your stickers organized. I can't tell you how much I love this. I want to send her a big old thank you note. Okay, now I have some odd ones here. So these are butterflies. So we are going to start a butterfly section. These came off of a strip. Okay, I'm going to put these on here. Like this. And this one will go down. And this is flat. I should be able to push on this. Oh, not if I leave the lid on it. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we put this down. And I try to get it as close to the top as I can, because if I can fit anything at the bottom, the closer this is to the top, the better chance I have. Okay, and this one goes here. And I can get to my butterflies. Now, this is one of those partial sheets I was telling you about. So for this sheet, I might do this. I might cut this right across here and stick it on there just along, well, it's puffy, so we're going to use the tape. Right along the bottom, like so. Now, it doesn't cover up any butterflies here, but it covers up butterflies there. And if I taped that down, I wouldn't be able to lift this. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this so it's not quite so wide. I could even cut it so it wasn't so big. And I'm going to put a piece of tape on the back here, and I'm going to stick this in here. See, so you can, you know, there. And that's one side of my butterfly sheet. Okay, this was another one that was a big long strip. And I think this, I either had 2 strips of it or it came with 2 strips. I'm not sure. So, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard with this one. But these are similar. These are the same moths for the most part. I mean, there's very similar ones in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put those 2 together. And that'll be it on this page. This one's going to get... Okay. And then put it down here at the bottom. Like that. And then this one is going to get just the sidebar. Like that. And we'll put it down over here at the top. Okay, and then this lifts up to get to that. Okay, butterflies. How much left do I have? Okay, I'm sure I have more. This is mostly fireflies and dragonflies, but I'm going to stick it in with my butterflies just because. I'm going to put these on here so that the two things of these can be kind of together. Okay. Now, this is obviously a time-consuming process. So, I mean, you could sit yourself down with all of your stickers and a tape runner and some double-sided tape and just, sit in front of the TV or, whatever, and just do this and just make an effort to organize all your stickers. And then once you've done the hard part of getting them organized, you just have to do upkeep. This is one of the ones I was telling you is just shy. So at the top, I got a wing that comes right to the tippy top. But down at the bottom, I've got a little bit of space I can cut off so that it doesn't hang too far out of my binder. I mean, it's not a big deal. I don't mind if the end of the sticker sheet gets beat up. My problem is when it gets beat up, sometimes it gets tears and, knocks enough to knock stickers loose and stuff. So I don't want that to happen. That one's coming up. These stickers are old. I've been saving them for Lord only knows what. I think that was my husband screaming. I don't know why he was screaming. Yeah, it's still a little bit too big, but we're going to stick it in there anyway. It's not as much too big as those are. Okay, and then that's all my butterflies. Now I want to put this. So these are going to go like this so that when I open the book, when I open these two pages, I have all of those together. Okay, so butterfly section done. You guys, if you were curious about some of the categories I have, like I have letters. I have a lot of these flower stickers. So there's going to be a whole section that's like gardening and flowers. I don't know what else to call it. It's just going to be a lot of floral stickers. And then I'm also going to have, I have Christmas. So we've got these Christmas stickers. I'm going to have a planning section, so planner stickers. And then I will also have, I found all of these. These are all travel stickers, so I'll put them together on a page. I don't know. I mean, I'll mark them for the time being. And then I also have, these are letters. I also have a group of stickers that will be like, so I have this sheet, right? These might actually be too big, like way too big. Yeah, that hangs off a lot. So this might be one of those sheets where I have to cut it through in the middle and then put them together. These probably will take, this will be in a miscellaneous section. So like a section where the stickers have no theme, no rhyme or reason. They're just, this guy is floating around out there all over the place. He does not feel sticky, but yet he keeps sticking to things. Okay, so anyway, so these are like miscellaneous stickers that, don't fit into a category necessarily. And I will have a section of those. I will also have a section that is label stickers. So these are labels. Remember I told you these were kitchen organization letters, and I thought they might be good in cookbook journals and stuff. I thought it would be fun. So I got these. So I'll have a labels section. But just to give you an idea, so let me go off and get things organized, and then I'll bring you back and show you how the book looks. So give me just a little bit. I mean, for you, I'll be back in just a second, but, give me just a little bit, and I'm going to go get some more of these organized, and then I'll try to get like tabs and things and show you how the book is going to look. And so I'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. So I saved one piece because I'm going to need more pages. I ran out of file folder, which was fine because I went from this being totally full and overflowing and I couldn't do anything with it or manage it to it being down like this. And I don't have a lot more to do. These are all words. So back and front word stickers, and then word labels. So these are those pantry stickers I was telling you about, and I just kind of did a waterfall with them. So you can lift them up, and they're on both sides. So these aren't in the binder yet. I may put all the words and letters and labels and things in the other binder because I'm going to need another one. But I wanted to show you. So this is what I'm down to. I've made a good dent, I think, and I have my binder here. So we're going to look at the binder, and then I'll do the rest off camera. It does puff up. I mean, you can see. Okay, so I have that. I have not cut. I have decided. See, I tried putting these tabs on here. I have these little tabs. I have decided that I'm going to probably peel these off and cut these pages to that edge that I was telling you I didn't want to go past with any of my stickers because I might end up having to cut that edge off. So I am going to do that. For some of the pages, it's going to be harder than others just because they're these kind of stickers. So when I lay it down to cut it, it's going to be difficult. Anyway, so I have this whole miscellaneous section. And as you can see, I cut sticker sheets. Like this is the bottom of, it's around here somewhere, or the top of this. And these were too long, so I cut them in half. And then you have this one that folds over down and this one that folds over. Okay, so this is all my miscellaneous. I don't really have enough stickers to make a travel section. So these ended up in miscellaneous along with these summer ones. Now we get to, this one is relabeled ornaments, like ornamentals, like I told you. So we have those stickers that you saw me put on sheets. And then I found these border and corner stickers, so I added them. And then I have butterflies. Okay, and then flowers. And look at all my flower stickers. So this was like the biggest bunch to get in here. It probably is easier if it lays flat. This was probably the biggest category that I had. And then I have that little gnome sheet that I showed you. I don't know where that came from. It's a little piece of fabric, almost like it's meant to be something because it's got glue on the back, but I don't know where it came from. Okay. Anyway, all right, so we flip this over and you've got the gnomes, and then you go into autumn. So I've got all these fall stickers. Okay, and I didn't finish putting tabs because, like I told you, I'm going to cut these folders off. But that's where my binder ended up. Now, I'm not going to be able to fit many more. I mean, you can see how, I don't know if you can tell, but that ring on that binder, and these are shaped like D's rather than O's. They've got a flat side. But that ring on that binder, when you put all of them there, it's like full. So I'm going to be able to fill one more binder, and hopefully that's all I'll need to get the rest of this in here. I would like to get a sheet in here for the Christmas stickers, but I'll have to see. But that's where I got to, and I hope you liked this idea. Like I said, I stumbled across it. Natasha did it a year ago, and now that I've watched her video, of course, YouTube is feeding me sticker organization videos, and somebody else said something about making a sticker binder. So I didn't see that one. I didn't look at that one, so I don't know if this is the same thing they did, but more than likely other people have done this. I think it's a great idea. I think that if I had a bookshelf in this craft room of mine, I would just have them in there on the bookshelf like that. But I don't. So I'm going to try and make it so that both binders will fit in this drawer and I can still have them close by, and they'll be easy to get to. And then if you want anything off of a sheet, you just peel it off. You leave the sheet in the book and you just peel off what you need. So like I said, I hope you guys like this. Thanks for coming in and seeing what I'm doing with my craft room, cleaning things out. I don't know when the next cleanup video will be. It's like when inspiration strikes me and I say, oh, I know what I want to do with those now. That's about when I record a cleanup video. So, so thanks for stopping in. God bless you for being here. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.